Hello everyone. I wasn't planning on doing a reading today. This is a very, very impromptu reading. I was like in the middle of doing something else, and you can see by the way I'm dressed, this is my Sunday bum day. So like I'm just in a hooded sweatshirt and sweatpants. I'm like totally bummed today. But this is my day to try and get everything wrapped up before the workday starts for me. Because I just do this as a side note. I don't do this as a full-time job. It's just something I do for you guys, and of course, I get a benefit out of it too, because it helps me raise my vibration, and I like the fact that it allows me to give back to people and potentially help people. So I was just drawn. Like I was literally in the middle of just watching something, and something told me, you need to get up and do a reading. You need to get up and do a reading. And so I just sat down here and started, turned on the recording, and we're just going to see what comes through, because obviously there's something that wanted to be said. So I'm just going to let the universe speak and say what it needs to say. You might have to bear with me for just a minute, like a little bit, because the lighting right now is not the best for me at the moment, so it's going to be a little bit challenging for me to probably see the cards. So if you see me struggling a little bit, it's just because the light is kind of low right now. So I might be a little bit challenged seeing the cards. So, okay, let me get a couple more cards here to tell the story, because that's the way I like to read cards, is almost as a story. So to start off the reading, we have the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So that's what's starting off the reading. So looks like something that has been a burden is moving slowly toward you. So something in your life that has caused a lot of pain, hurt, distress, that you've kind of almost maybe discounted a little bit, or gave up on, because it's caused you a lot of pain. That's that Ten of Swords energy. And this is, that back, almost like being stabbed in the back, like numerous times, like you're down for the count. This has been something that's been extremely trying for you. And, but it's slowly moving. And with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups here, it was something that you wanted to come together, but it didn't come together in the way that you had hoped, because we do have that Ten of Swords energy here. And then it's required patience on your part. And it was something that you tried to gain some clarity around. Like, it's interesting because, like, I have the Knight of Swords, like, facing Temperance. So it's something that you were wanting to get answers on. You were looking for the truth of the situation. And it took you some time to do this. You definitely were up in your head. I have the Eight of Swords, like, right underneath the Ten of Swords. So this is definitely something that has caused you a lot of distress and grief. It's definitely kept you up at night. It's been on your mind. It just won't let go of it. It's caused you a lot of stress and a lot of burden. And you wanted it to come together. I mean, you wanted to work work together with the situation, and I don't see. Okay, so I do see this is someone from your past, because as we get into these last cards, we have, so I have 3 knights in the table on the table, and they're actually in a diagonal order. So I have the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. And in this deck, you know, all the knights are facing, in a sense, facing away, almost their back turned. It depends on the situation, where the cards are placed. So this first Knight of Pentacles, since it was out of the gate, I see this as is something you were wanting to work on that you've kind of turned your back on a little bit, because it's facing away from these working together cards, this 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. So it was something that you turned your back on and kind of walked away from, because it was causing you this 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy. You know, it was causing you to be up in your head. It caused you to be defensive. So you turned your back on it because you were wanting clarity. That Knight of Swords, it was like at some point you wanted to gain some clarity, and you didn't get that clarity you needed, because then that's when you kind of got up into your head, because you were being patient and you were trying to gain clarity about the situation, but it just was not coming. Like, you weren't getting the answers that you were seeking. These answers, you know, as this Knight of Swords, you were kind of seeking answers, but you weren't getting those answers. And since you didn't get that clarity that you needed, it put you up in your head. And it kind of, I see this because there's this King of Wands here, that I see this as almost that I'm just going to do what I want. Energy is what I'm feeling, like almost that kind of giving up. Like, I feel like some devil energy, like a little bit of just, I'm rebellious energy is what I feel off of this card right now, is like that it put you kind of in this like, well, if this is the way things are going to be, then I'm just going to do what I want kind of energy. But then that's followed by the 6 of Cups. So there's some looking back on a situation, you know, like, so it puts you, even though, you know, to try and help get you out of this 10 of Swords and 8 of Swords energy, you know, you got that attitude of, you know, whatever, I'm just going to do what I want. I'm just going to not try and think about the situation. I'm just going to move forward and do my own thing. But then, boom, you get kicked with like some like that nostalgia, you know, that 6 of Cups of that nostalgia, looking back on the situation. But I don't see regrets here. I see, you know, like looking, because my final card here in this spread is the 7 of Cups of looking at your options, and especially with that, you know, that King of Wands of I'm just going to do what I want. And because you're looking here with this Page of Wands, that final page, you know, that final page is actually looking right at these memories, you know, looking at those memories and then as one of the choices that you have, and like, where do I want to go from here? So that's like the main spread. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get some clarity around what is this King of Wands, which I feel is you, for the people listening to this reading. What does this King of Wands want to do? What is their intentions? To get out of their head. They feeling that independence, you know. It's like I said, I saw that as being tied to this 8 of Swords energy of wanting to, like, tired of this situation, whatever it is for you, giving you these sleepless nights, being on your mind, you're tired of it and you want to put it in the past. And this Six of Cups can almost be a past card, like while you're looking at it going, I'm tired of this. I'm done with it. Wanting this, kind of done with this Eight of Swords energy. I want to feel good. I want to feel good this Knight of Cups. I want to feel good about, I want to feel good again. I'm going to stand in my power. Like I said, that King of Wands, I felt that as I'm going to do what I want, kind of energy, which I feel that off of that Emperor too. That Nine of Cups with the Emperor of I am going to, I want to feel good. I'm tired of feeling like crap. I want to feel good. So what are we looking back on? What is the Six of Cups that we're looking back on? I want to know what this is. Six of Cups that we're looking back on. What are these memories that is one of our options we're looking at? This thing that has kept us up in our head. The situation that has just caused us sleepless nights. What's the Six of Cups? What are we looking back on? Universe, can you elaborate and tell me what we're looking back on, please? What's the Six of Cups energy? Okay, finally. It looks like, well, let me get more cards with that. So, oh, another card decided. Okay, so something that you thought was your happiness. So I got, to clarify, because another card came out, I was going to do 3 cards, but we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So I see this as, that this was something that was important to you. Your Ten of Cups, you kind of saw the, the fantasy with this person, and I'm feeling right now, it's more a person, but it could be a job. It could be a situation, something that you thought was your happiness, that, you kind of fantasized about, that was important to you, that you thought was, your happiness, that you were working on, that you were working on stability or trying to work on stability, but it was slow going. It was so slow that because it was the situation was so slow and it wasn't coming about in the way that you had thought it was going to happen, and you were putting in this work on this situation, and it wasn't coming out, the way it was causing you this turmoil, this distress, because, as we opened up, we had the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, trying to work on love in a situation, trying to bring love, trying to work on a situation, trying to cooperate with someone or something, and it wasn't happening. It was causing you the stress, and you turned your back on it and decided, okay, I need to go find my stability somewhere else, because this situation is not providing it in the way that I thought that it would. And when you tried to gain clarity around the situation, and you tried to bring some patience and clarity to the situation, you were, trying to move, give it another chance. I see that as you were trying to gain some truth and clarity, give it another chance, but it ended up just putting you, like upsetting you again, got you up in your head, a little defensive, which caused you to, when you got in that defensive energy and got up into your head, you're like, okay, I'm tired of this, I'm done. And that's where I got like this King of Wands, is where that done energy, I'm kind of, like I'm ready. Like I said before, the energy I got off of this card is I'm done with feeling like crap. I'm just going to do what I want and find my own happiness. I'm putting this in the past. Yes, you're still occasionally thinking about it. You're still reminiscing on this a little bit, but because it was something important to you. You did think that this was going to be your happiness, but it was moving so slowly. it was moving so slowly, and it was causing you all this pain, and you couldn't gain truth around the situation. So it's got you looking at your options. So let's go ahead and, that wanted to, you are being you're being the magician here. You know you have all the tools. When you got in this King of Wands energy, that's clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Emperor, you realized you have your power. You started standing in your power and say, I'm going to take charge of the situation. I'm going to take charge of my life. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to find the thing, go, options, looking at your options and manifesting, knowing you have the powers and the tools. You have what you need to find the thing that you're searching for, to find the thing that you're looking for, or to make this happen for yourself. You can make it happen, whatever that is, your happiness, whether it's trying to fix the situation in some way, bringing your own, so it's bringing your own clarity and truth, and that you have the choice. And I mean, this isn't the Lover's card, the choice card, but it's a decision, trying to balance out and deciding between something. And I see this as, it can be some indecision too, juggling things. And I can see that you are, looking at your options. So it's like in a little bit, examining and juggling these options that you're now seeing are available to you. You're seeing because you're kind of looking at those options. You're using your intuition to look at those options and using your power as the magician to manifest what it is you want to bring into your life. So I think that's the real message is like, I'm going to go ahead and do advice around this, what are you maybe manifesting? What's the advice, as far as these options in this situation is concerned? So, it says, this is about definitely a fiery new beginning needs to I see you being able to stand in your power, you standing in your power, and don't let, I see that you're having this indecision, this kind of indecision that you're not sure. So you have the possibility, and now this is tying back for me, because we did have, when I clarified this, the King of Wands, we did get the Eight of Swords again, along with the Nine of Cups and the Emperor card. So I thought, it does feel like that you were trying to get out of your head, but when you are in your head, part of your being in your head is when you're looking back at this, it gets you a little indecisive. You get yourself a little bit confused when you're getting in your own head. It's kind of holding you back a little bit. It's kind of giving you this, you're almost like you're seeing your choices and opportunities, and because you have the High Priestess and the Magician, that you can do whatever you want to do. You have the power to do that. But you kind of sometimes get in your own way, and it causes you to be indecisive. It's funny because I saw this, I was like, when I asked the advice of the universe, what I get is the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the Five of Wands. And so I see this as, if you're going to take whatever you move toward, whatever you use the Magician and your intuition, the High Priestess energy and the Magician to manifest something, whatever you decide to take this passionate new beginning toward, you need to make the decision to avoid, don't get up in your own head. Don't get in this Eight of Swords energy, this indecisive energy that holds you back. This is conflict, your own, you're causing your own conflict of keeping yourself from your happiness because you're doing things. There might be something you're doing. I'm almost picking up a negative, like a pattern, like a negative thought pattern. that is causing you to have a little bit of trouble making decisions, where you toss and turn over, looking back at everything, like you spend a lot of time toiling things over before you want to make a decision. And sometimes that holds you back a little bit. It causes this conflict, and I didn't see missed opportunities, but I see this is something that you do. That is separate from the situation itself. Now, the situation, the original situation does, presented some of these problems, but when you stepped back and got in your own power and decided to take control of the situation and control of your destiny, control of your life, which the outcome is, when you started looking at your options, when you looked back on the past and decided, okay, I'm also going to start looking at my other options, you started getting in this, you had these powerful cards of the high priestess and the magician, very high, you definitely were starting in the right direction. But then, just like with the King of Wands, you were, you had this, you're trying to stand in your power. You're trying to get, have your happiness. You're trying, stand in your own power, do your own thing. That you can make your own happiness. But then, Eight of Swords, I'm going to think about this a little bit. And when you do, the minute you start kind of like, I don't know if I want to move in this direction. I don't know if I want to take this leap of faith. I don't know if I want to have this passionate new beginning. Every time I think about it, it causes conflict for myself. I think about the problems, the things that could happen, the fear, you're thinking about everything that could go wrong instead of trusting your intuition and knowing you have the power, because you know you have the power to do anything that you want to do. You understand that, but you get in your own way sometimes. You're getting in your own way and you're causing that conflict because, like, the minute, like I said, the advice from the universe is the minute you decide to take a leap of faith and have a passionate new beginning on whatever it is, whatever aspect of your life it is, you start getting in this Five of Wands energy of causing yourself conflict. You start overthinking it a little bit. You start getting indecisive. You start thinking of all the things that could go wrong. And so you almost, kind of screw yourself over in a way. So that, that's the advice that I feel the universe was trying to give in this matter. And I really see this, like I said, I was drawn out of the blue to do this reading. So I just followed my own intuition and said, okay, universe is trying to say, it has something to say to someone. And I feel this is an important message because I can see how this can apply. There's probably a lot of people out there that have been going through something tough and they're trying to break away from it. They're trying to get over it. They're trying to move past it. But it's that I see this overall reading is that fear of change, fear of the unknown. And we all have it. I don't care who you are. Everyone at some point in their life has that fear of change. And that's what I'm seeing this reading is about, is for those people that right now are trying to start something new, whether it's coming back together, making something work that didn't work before, whether it's looking at your other options and starting something new and going in a different direction. It came down to the main focus of this reading is the fact that it's around when there's change or doing something that is unknown and gets us out of our comfort zone, then it's that conflict that comes with the unknown. It's that I don't know what's going to happen. What if this happens? What if that happens? That, overthinking, the fears, the doubts, all that kind of stuff. And that's what I really and picking up on, when we have the Knight of Wands looking at the Six of Cups. It's the, I've done this in the past and this has gone wrong. What if this happens? What if that happens? And I think, that's the universe is saying, stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that. Take the leap of faith. Take the chance. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to find your happiness unless you take the chance and take the opportunities that are available to you. So that what I think was the important message that wanted to come through the universe. Somebody needed to hear this right now. I don't know who you are, but somebody, and I'm feeling lots of people probably need to hear this message right now, because like I said, I had to stop what I was doing and sit down here to record this reading. I was told, and you need to do a reading, and I'm starting to be better about, listening to my intuition and acting upon it. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. And if you like this message, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm not pushing anyone to do it. It's just when you help my channel grow, it helps these videos get to more people, so these messages can get to more people, so it potentially can help more people. So I appreciate everyone that took the time to listen to this, and I really hope that this helped you, and that if you resonate with if this message did resonate with you, that it helps you understand to take the chance. Don't hold yourself back. Don't get up in your head. Don't overthink something. Don't cause yourself conflict. Don't be afraid to take chances. Trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. You have the ability to do what you want to do. You just have to believe it. You can do it. Don't, just take the chance, do what you want to do. Make yourself happy. You have the power to make yourself happy. So with that said, I want you to all have a great day wherever you are in the world. See ya, joy, love, and light.